Fashion is surface. This much we know. And how do you achieve touchdown on this surface? You need a shoot. And fashion is all about the shoot. Do you see? And like parachuting, as you look around and see the beautiful world before you, Planet Fashion, it's easy to forget that it all dangles by a thread. I won't lie and tell you that fashion shoots are all a chiffon veil of tears. There are good shoots where everyone on Planet Fashion behaves like they're human. But all too often it can all go pear-shaped. Or in the case of the models, twiglet-shaped. Sometimes the models are the trouble. I had a shoot with a band recently. They were one of those also-ran new ravey, grimy, indie type bands. And if I had the balls, the lead guitarist would have been a right pain in them. The problem is, he didn't have balls either. Anytime his band were elsewhere, he was pouring piss in my ear about them. Oh, but when alpha male lead singer was around, Guitar Boy was rubbing his hands together and kissing up to him like a little dog in a park. Exactly the type of cowardice that I hate in other people. Because I see it in myself. Like, I should speak up when I hear the that flies about on a fashion shoot. Watch him. Typical designer. He's just gay for pay. I heard he got a model pregnant. And he's refusing to say it's his, so of course she's only gone and had another breakdown. Purple Ugg boots with a sequin puffball. No wonder he's refusing to have anything to do with the baby. But I just keep my mouth shut. I steam clothes and ignore the chatter of the hair and makeup artist, photographer, two stylists and a photographer's assistant. Never let it be said that fashion shoots are understaffed. Recently on a shoot, an aggressive photographer and stylist were gushing about the model. Ooh, you should see her, she's done Italian Vogue. The 16-year-old model arrived on time, having travelled from the far north by train with a group of friends. Her parents had told the modelling agency she needed to be on the 7 p.m. train home. Like most 16-year-old models, on entering this intimidating situation, she lost her ability to speak. Not least when she had to undress in front of the stylist, who she may or may not have realised was gay. Well, he's messy gay, you know, they're more hard to spot. She could only manage a nervous smile, which, while absolutely appropriate, sadly won't see her far in this industry. More than likely she's been starving herself. I know I would if I was going under the lens. The theme of the shoot was luxury grunge, with lots of heavy clothes and thick knitwear. The photographer had lit the studio exceedingly brightly, and unfortunately the model collapsed on the second shot. She was given water with sugar and they tried to shoot her again, but she collapsed for a second time. But instead of sending her home, the stylist was running around like Godzilla on acid, 2 buckets of cold water in each beefy hand. We need to get her shot before that train. Let's get her feet in iced water. A little trick they were all doing last year in Milan. Yup, cooey! Roar! Hard to pretend that you're on the cutting edge when you can only shoot the model from the ankle up. Little did they know that I'd also provided her with a little South American get up and go. That was all I could do to give her a fighting chance against the sexual advances of the gay acting straight designer when he showed up. Did I feel good about giving an underage kid drugs? Not as good as I should have for saving her from a fate worse than Jeff. But then, when the designer did appear, the model, with newfound confidence, seemed to crack onto the designer. So it was my job to keep watch outside the clothes cupboard whilst he felt her up. Sometimes this job is so great, I can't believe I'm paid. Oh, hang on, I work for free, leaving me financially and morally bankrupt. The shots were well and truly completed, leaving behind a model with little time to catch her train as things were running late. When she left, the stylist picked up the phone to the modelling agency, I presume to apologise. Instead, he spent the next 10 minutes screaming at them about how the model was, and I quote, weird and difficult. And joy of joys, the designer joined in.